YouTube channel. Please subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed, and then don't forget to turn on post notification bell. And I hope Barca fans are actually aware of the signing of the new goalkeeper. After Marc-Andre ter Stegen sustained any injury, Barcelona has been given the opportunity to sign a goalkeeper to replace Marc-Andre ter Stegen for the rest of the season. And then Barcelona today officially announced on their official website that Szczesny has been confirmed as the new goalkeeper of FC Barcelona. Basically, it's actually a good news for Barcelona because after the injury of Marc-Andre ter Stegen, Hansi Flick tried Iñaki Peña, who is the second choice goalkeeper for Barcelona, and then we could see that he's not up there to be the Barcelona number one. And then with the signing of Szczesny, I think Barcelona are actually in the right direction. I think he's an upgrade of Iñaki Peña, and I think it's actually going to help FC Barcelona. And after the signing of Szczesny, or after the confirmation of after signing his contract, he granted an interview with some media people, and then he was asked. Fortunately for him, he was asked. And don't forget, Szczesny was on retirement after he left Juventus. He couldn't go to any other club, so he was on his holidays at Malaga when Barcelona called him that they wanted to sign him to replace Marc-Andre ter Stegen. And then after that, he granted an interview with the media house present for the signing of his contract. And then he was asked that how did he feel when Barcelona called him to come and play for FC Barcelona, even though he was on retirement. He went on retirement 36 days before the call went to him that they wanted him to come and join FC Barcelona. And then he said he was proud. He was proud to be part of the Barcelona team, and then he was proud to be a Barcelona player. It's a privilege because Barcelona is actually a big club, and then a call from Barcelona to play for Barcelona. And we know Sergio, he played for Arsenal and then moved to Juventus, and then now to Barcelona. You could see how he has transitioned from I mean, I won't say lowest, but from a place to a certain place. I mean, I think it's an upgrade, and I think it's actually good for Szczesny. And then I think it's a good move for Szczesny. At least he can get a place to redeem his form, or if possibly, I mean, get a new contract after the FC Barcelona deal. Who knows what's actually going to happen? And the next question he was asked was, what are his goals, his aim, his ambitions for joining FC Barcelona? So after he has joined FC Barcelona, the ambitions, they didn't obviously only Barcelona, and then he said, Barcelona is actually a big club and they have a huge fan base, and he wants to win trophies with FC Barcelona. And probably that's actually going to be the response of every player joining the club, because you are joining the club and then you do want to win trophies, and then especially a big club. And he also said that with the passion the fans use to support FC Barcelona, to be a disappointment if a player comes sign for the club and he didn't put his all out to win trophies for the club. So that's what Szczesny said. Then he was asked another question that who made him come to Barcelona, or who influenced his decision, which player in the current Barcelona setup influenced his decision to join FC Barcelona. And then he said his countryman Robert Lewandowski, and we all know Szczesny was the former goalkeeper for Poland, and then his teammate is Robert Lewandowski, and then Robert Lewandowski called him to join FC Barcelona, and he couldn't hesitate. He just actually joined FC Barcelona. So welcome, Szczesny. We wish you all the best. At least come and compete well. You see, he's actually a good goalkeeper from Arsenal to Juventus. I wouldn't put him in that grade A goalkeepers like the Thibaut Courtois, the Ike Casillas, the even Marc-Andre ter Stegens, the Keylor Navas and co. Those good goalkeepers, those best goalkeepers in our era. I'm not actually putting him in that grade A, but he's not a bad goalkeeper. He's an upgrade of Iñaki Peña. You know, Iñaki Peña is a young goalkeeper from the La Masia ranks. He's actually a good keeper. But you could clearly see he lacks something, confidence and personality to command the post. That's actually his problem. He can make some point-blank saves, which you actually say, oh, there are some glimpses of his performance. But can he do it consistently? That's the actual problem. He doesn't command anything in the post. His personality, what I can use to describe Iñaki Peña's personality on the post is like he's just a representation in the goalpost. I mean, he will need his time, but I don't think he's good enough at the moment to be FC Barcelona's number one. So welcome with the Szczesny and wish you all the best. And then there are other news in FC Barcelona. Not only the Szczesny news, there are actually some good news in FC Barcelona. Gavi has joined training, and then he's training with the group for about 3 weeks now, but he's actually not playing on the field yet. So Hansi Flick was asked, what's up with Gavi? What's up? Like, what's actually going on with Gavi? And then he said, trust me, I just can't wait for Gavi to come back. I can see the amazing quality he has in training. We wait for him. You see, Gavi was one of the best midfielders for Barcelona last season before he sustained that ACL injury. And then after he left the team because of injury, you could see there was a certain vacant space in the Barcelona midfield. Barcelona lacked certain something was missing in the midfield of FC Barcelona, which lost that balance. I think that was actual reason. That's one of the most important reasons. Like that was one major reason why Xavi's season last season wasn't actually good for him, because he's actually the heart of the Barcelona midfield. He was actually the heart of the Barcelona midfield last season. Let me put it that way. Barcelona's midfield last season. He was playing well, he was at his peak, and then he sustained that injury. And we are all aware of the quality of Pablo Gavi. He's a good player, and now he's coming to add up to Pedri. Marc Casado is playing very well. Then Olmo, Frankie de Jong is back. I mean, come on. The squad depth, the quality in midfield. That will generate certain competition in the midfield. So if you do not play at your highest level, that means you are going to be dropped. And I think this quality, this squad is going to create a healthy competition in the Barcelona squad. It's actually going to help in the midfield. Gavi is actually a good player. Gavi is a very, very good player, but with his ACL injury, I don't think he can just come and then he'll start playing as he was before he sustained that injury. So we wait for him and then he returns and then he starts playing very, very well for Barcelona, because he's actually a good player. And you know something? Barcelona's best player, or the face of Barcelona, the future, the president of Barcelona currently, is Lamine Yamal. During the transfers, there was certain news that PSG wanted to sign this young boy, this 17-year-old boy. People were saying it was a rumor. Some people said, oh, PSG even came to deny these claims, that it wasn't true. But according to Fabrizio Romano, who is an expert in European transfers, today on his YouTube channel stated that PSG tried to sign FC Barcelona's Lamine Yamal in the summer. They offered 200 million plus million euros to sign Lamine Yamal. But Lamine Yamal rejected the offer. Barcelona rejected the offer, and Lamine Yamal stated emphatically that he wanted to succeed at FC Barcelona. He wanted to become a legend. He wanted to live the dream in FC Barcelona. Such a player that we have in our team. A very good player. And then he's actually already a die-hard fan of the club. And then he rejected a huge offer to stay in FC Barcelona and to play very, very well for FC Barcelona. It's actually good for Barcelona that Lamine Yamal stayed for FC Barcelona. And then Rafinha, last season, Rafinha was on the verge of leaving FC Barcelona because his form, and we are all aware, since Rafinha joined FC Barcelona from Leeds United, we were all aware of his form at Leeds United, how he was, his performance at Leeds United. Extraordinary player, very, very good player. By him joining FC Barcelona, the expectations were high. And people thought Rafinha is just coming in and then we are actually going to see instant impact from from Rafinha. But unfortunately for him, he did start the season on a good note. And then they were considering selling him to different club. And then Rafinha decided not to leave. He stayed. And then now he's one of the most integral and important figures in Hansi Flick's FC Barcelona. Now, Rafinha just revealed that he has no plans of leaving the FC Barcelona, and his plan is to stay at FC Barcelona and succeed. He's actually a captain now, Captain Rafinha, and we are all happy for him for playing at such a highest level, such a good form for FC Barcelona. He's actually one of the best players currently in world football. I'm not saying he's the best player in world football. No, I said currently he's one of the best players in world football. Now, my last story from FC Barcelona. Hope you are aware, you are ready to get to know the gist I have for you. So my close source to Juan Laporta and Deco, who's the sporting director of Barcelona, can confirm to you that Barcelona is under renovation. The Aspire Barca project, the renovation of the Camp Nou, and then with the renovation, after the renovation, they need to open the stadium. Yes, so before the end of the year or early next year, Barcelona will be playing at the Camp Nou, but not in full capacity. So supporters can't fill the stadium. Yes, so they will need to accommodate some percentage of supporters in the stadium. But Laporta is planning to sign one big player to open that stadium. Yes, and who is this player? So there are two players they are deliberating on. One will be a free agent who is a former player of the club, and one is currently the best striker in world football. Erling Haaland and then Neymar del Silva Santos. Neymar will be a free agent in this season. His contract will expire with Al Hilal, and then Barcelona can sign him on a free transfer. Don't forget, Neymar sustained an ACL injury, and then he has been out of action for almost a year, but he'll be available for the 2026 World Cup. So he will recover next year. Let's say he'll be able to play football next year, and then the brand of Neymar is actually huge, and using Neymar to do something, his brand is actually going to promote what he wants to do. And Barcelona need such a commercial player to promote the stadium, to generate more revenue after the stadium, the Camp Nou, the Spotify Camp Nou renovation. They actually need a personality who is commercially up there to generate huge amount of money to get money for from the Spotify Camp Nou. So those are some major issues and updates coming from the camp of FC Barcelona. I'm enjoying my channel. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel on YouTube, and then don't forget to turn on post notification bell, and then you share for other people to join. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Albert Lopez.